Hi everybody, and today I'm going to show you my garden. Last year I kind of showed people what I was doing around my house here. I really enjoy this. I can't wait until things are ready to go in the ground. My garden started out just being my porch, and I'm really glad, I'm glad I designed the porch like this. Obviously nobody's sitting out here, but it actually works as a nice home for plants. So it's nice. Also, you come in when this in season and you see things blooming and you see tomatoes on the vine and stuff. It's like you're walking into a cornucopia. Well, I think, there are opportunities for people to garden, and, a lot of the food we buy comes from far away. To the extent that I can grow tomatoes and some of this stuff myself, I feel like, okay, I'm not going any farther than my front yard and there's no truck bringing it to me. I just think that physically and, emotionally in some way, it just feels good to be doing it. When I was younger, I had this phobia about dirt. Here's a secret about me. And so I could never put my hands in the dirt. And when I had kids and, was showing them outside and I wanted to plant a garden, I realized I didn't want to transfer the phobia to my kids. So I forced myself to put my hands in the dirt, which to me was incredibly uncomfortable. But after I did it, I kind of got used to it. I was like, oh, this is not so bad. Nothing's going to happen to me. I've got like basil under here. I love basil. And so one of the things I love is basil and tomato. Slices of tomato, a slice of mozzarella, and a slice of basil to go on top of it. So that's a nice little toy, and I've got a couple of basil plants going. Those are all peppers, and I got the seeds from them, and I started them out of either dinners or breakfasts that I made. When my peppers are in full swing, I make omelets every Sunday morning, and I make either a 5-pepper omelet or a 7-pepper omelet. I love it when all 7 peppers come out from my garden here, so I'm excited about it. I think this will be my best garden ever. My life is a little bit crazy, and I try to make sure that I stop and water the things, every couple of days to make sure they're going. When it gets hotter, I have to be better about watering, because otherwise the stuff dries out. So they require care and nurturing, like so many other things in the world. And I'd rather pay a little bit more for water and know that it's going into my plants than not have the plants. I've got a granddaughter who's interested in farming and agriculture, and so she's been involved for a while in that. The others, I'm not sure if they're ready for that. They all have hobbies. This isn't necessarily one of them. My daughter, on the other hand, she's probably 2 blocks from here and lives in a house that I actually built most of. So I had it framed up. I did the decks on the house, and I made some of the walls. I had one wall where I was trying to get a building material that I couldn't find. It was called nickelback siding, and I couldn't find it out here. So I cut all this plywood into 8-inch strips and then put nickel on each strip. I put a nickel on it, and then I'd set the siding on top of it, and then I'd screw it in, and then I'd get the next, I'd put the nickel, raise it up to the next one. So I did that. That was fun. I mean, that was really fun to do. When you build something and then you get to look at it and it looks really cool, it's like, damn, I can actually do this. Thank you all for taking a little visit in my porch garden. I hope that some of what you see maybe inspires you, gives you a sense of possibility. I'm not only about policy and things like that. Sometimes it's all the things you do around you that make life a little bit nicer and give you a little bit of comfort.